Hi, this is Dave Gardner with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm here today with Mark DiCiesare of DiCiesare Construction and Justice Roofing. You have two businesses.
It's really one. Justice Roofing is just the marketing arm for DiCiesare Construction.
Okay, so you're a licensed general contractor.
Yes.
Yep, and I've had you do work on several properties that we've had listed for sale. For example, you recently just did a roof for one of my clients, and they were very happy.
Great.
Yeah, tell us about that roof a little bit.
I was down here in Larchburg, right now in town. Old house, old roof, but the insurance did cover it. So he got.
Did you have to replace any decking or anything like that?
We did have to redeck the roof, the entire roof, because it had old plank roofing on it with large gaps in it, and you can't shingle over that.
Right.
Then we did ice and water, added ventilation to it.
What's the ice and water do?
The ice and water shield is in the first couple rows at the lower end of the roof by the eaves. It keeps any ice that builds up, especially in weather like we're having today, where the snow melts and then refreezes. It creates what's called an ice dam, and it'll back up. And if you don't have that ice and water shield, which is a self-adhered membrane, it will back up underneath that and get into your house and cause lots of water damage.
Right, right. So if somebody has hail damage, or they think they might, would they call you to come out and take a look at it?
Yeah, always call your contractor first. Call me first for roofing. Have them, a good contractor, be honest with you, tell you whether you have damage or not. You don't want to call the insurance company first, because as soon as you call them, you've got a claim with them. And if it's a claim and you don't have damage, it's a ding against you. So better to call me first. I'll take a look at it, tell you honestly whether you have damage or not. Inspect your whole roof, make any recommendations. If it's not hail damage, if there's other things I see for repairs, again, and I know you're going to ask me about the roof tune-up and then how often people should inspect their roofs. So that gets into that too. You should have your roof inspected at least once a year, especially down here in Larkspur with the pine needles and the critters.
Is that called a roof tune-up?
A roof tune-up would be more of when we come in, we repair or replace any damaged shingles, we fix, seal any holes that have caused, we inspect the roof.
Check out the flashing.
Check out flashings, make sure that they've all stayed in place, because sometimes a nail will pop loose, and even in the field of the shingles, they'll pop loose and they can be sealed. And it's amazing how so much water can get in such a little hole from a nail hole. So definitely something important to keep track of and maintain your roof, because your roof is your first protection from the elements for your house.
Right. Now, I had you do some work on a house over in Perry Park a year or so ago, where they removed some windows and, put on some siding and that type of thing. That was over on Pike.
Yeah.
And that type of thing. So I take it you do mostly work that's outdoors, things that are on the exterior of the property.
Yeah, I try to stay outside. It's more my area of expertise and accessibility, roofing, siding, windows, decks, things of that nature.
Right, right. So do you get into things like restaining decks, or do you do more rebuilding decks and repairing decks?
I do more repair and rebuilding of decks, especially right now in Douglas County. There's just thousands of decks out there that are totally unsafe. So please have your deck inspected too. A lot of them were built without treated lumber, because treated lumber isn't required more than 18 inches off the ground. But our elements and the way they've been installed end up rotting the decks out, and they need to be torn down or replaced. They're very unsafe and very dangerous.
Wow, okay. So other than, say, roofs, what's the most common repair or crafting that you do on a house? What's the most common thing?
Usually a siding repair, I would say, would be the thing that most people need. They're getting ready to paint their house. The painter comes out and says, this is too rotted, we can't paint it. And a lot of that is from lack of maintenance or lack of gutter cleaning, because water that comes down from one roof and splashes onto another roof, and it splashes onto your siding. So it ruins that siding.
You bet. Now, as a licensed general contractor, do you get into projects as big as adding on an addition, or do you stick more with the repairs and the smaller things?
Right now, I'm sticking with more of the smaller things. The labor market is so difficult right now that doing some of the larger jobs take too long for what most people are willing to wait to get them done.
Right.
They're so costly, it's unbelievable. Even to me as a contractor, that it's just such a shortage of labor right now that in all the trades. But then you get plumbers and electricians, and you can't find them.
Right. So if somebody wants to have some work done, what's about the normal waiting time that they would have to wait for you to be able to start on a job?
Usually 2 to 6 weeks, depending what time of year it is. Right now it's about 2 weeks. It's the middle of winter, so I'm a little
Okay.
slower. I do have one very large project that's going on, and it's almost done, thank goodness.
Right. Hard to do jobs outdoors when it's snowing every other day or
Yeah, you got to work
2 times
around.
a week.
You got to work around Mother Nature a lot.
That's right. Now, if somebody would like to contact you for, getting a bid on a job, what's the best way that they would contact you?
The best way to contact me is telephone, old-fashioned, I know, 720-939-3266. Leave a message or text me. I do text. I don't text while I'm driving, so it may take a little while to get back to you because I drive a lot.
You bet. Now, do you have a website as well?
Yes, justiceroofing.com has a lot of information on there. I think there's a link in there to look at some referrals and also schedule an appointment, but I don't know that works, so I should try it.
You bet. And Justice is JUSTICE?
Correct.
Roofing.com. Excellent. Well, it's been great talking with you today, and if you need any work done here in the Larkspur area, Mark does a great job. I recommend you give him a call.
Great, thank you, Dave.
You bet. Thank you, Mark. You have a good one.